After the last few years, anyone who has a garden has had to think about ways to ensure it is water-wise. Using water efficiently is the key to a garden success and keeping the water bill to a minimum. Now, with the reality that all of us are out planting in the springtime, and particularly so many edible plants going into gardens these days, it's really critical that we make sure the garden's water-wise. And one of the great things that the nursery industry's done over the last few years is create so many water-wise products. Products that make sure you end up with a beautiful garden, but use a lot less water doing it. Some of these products have been incredibly innovative, and some we just rediscovered their natural qualities that help plants survive dry times. For years and years, garden experts across the country and everyday people have realised the success of using seaweed extracts when establishing new gardens. If you're planting any new plant, soaking it in a seaweed extract is almost certain to guarantee the plant surviving transplant shock. A few years back, as the climate started to dry out right across the country and gardens started to get dry pockets throughout the soil and plants started suffering, they invented these things here. They're called wetting agents, and they're designed to make sure that the water that comes in penetrates evenly through the soil. This ensures that you save water and get the best results out of your plants. Then a few years back, water absorbency granules were released. Now these absorb hundreds of times their weight in water and then release it slowly back to the soil and the plant's roots over a 2-week period. Now this reduces the amount of water you need to apply to plants during the hottest periods, saving hundreds of litres of water per plant. Imagine you could have the benefit of all of these things in 1 or 2 products. Well, you can these days. Say you're planting out seedlings. The first thing you need to do is make sure you put a wetting agent into the soil, but not any old wetting agent. These days, you'd put down a wetting agent that's been infused with seaweed extract. And the people at Seasol have created this super soil wetter. It's got Seasol in it, so you've got a soil conditioner and also the wetting agent to make sure the water's penetrating nice and deeply. Most importantly, because you've got Seasol in there, the plants that you put into the ground are not going to suffer from transplant shock. Then you go to plant out each seedling, but before you do, dig the hole and drop in some of this planting gel. It's water absorbency crystals that have been partially hydrated with Seasol, again adding an additional stimulus to the developing roots. The gel goes into the bottom of the hole and the seedling goes on top, and the soil's pulled around the plant. This technique is brilliant for seedlings, but to be honest, it should be the standard practice for all new garden plants. Now, doing this not only improves the quality of the plants, it improves the health of the soil, and that's absolutely critical if you want to have a successful garden. These plants are going to be hardier, healthier and happier, but most importantly, they're going to be more productive.